husbands, in the same way. Wow, why in the same way? Meaning, I have advice for you too. Be considerate as you live with your wives. Let's stop there for a minute. As we look at biblical teaching when it comes to marriage, the advice to husbands is always to be considerate, to be gentle, to not be harsh. As you go through the New Testament and you look at the various New Testament writings, when it speaks about marriage, you see that the husband must now be gentle. He's speaking to the women in all those ways because a woman's emotions could take her out of range, and he's trying to keep her in range, and he's trying to remind her of her service to her husband. First begins with her service to God, and allow her service to God to teach her how to serve her husband. Because if the Lord speaks to her as she's walking out of the house and says, now you know this dress is too short, she goes and she turns around because the Lord spoke to her. But if her husband speaks to her and say, baby, now that dress a little too short, and don't let her be mad with him, she even ain't going to listen to him. She's still going out in that short dress. Do I still have a church? See? But you've got to now come under that leadership of the Holy Spirit and take that now and bring that to the leadership of your husband and surrender yourself to him just as you would have surrendered yourself to God. And then he says to the husbands, be considerate as you live with your wives. Consider first that you're called to lead. Consider, secondly, that your nature is harsh, number one, and your nature is logical. And sometimes they don't catch our logic. And sometimes we don't catch their emotions. And he's now saying that we've got to learn how to fuse the two, which makes a better one. So husbands now, you got to be more considerate. I said what I said. No, you can't treat your wife like that, mister. No. No, no. You can just make her upset. You cannot be harsh with your wives. Watch this. Treat them with respect as the weaker partner.